Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Another Woolly Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes. Lots to talk about.
Yes.
Yarns and fabrics.
There's things you can't see going on over here. I'm still knitting away, people. We're working on it.
We've got Alison again, who we keep talking about.
Yes.
Or Alice, as Jen says, hanging up at the back. So we're going to talk to you about Alison Glass fabrics and
Which are fab.
Berlingo from Bergere de France.
He's trying his whole language thing out again, people.
How you say it, isn't it?
That's how you say it.
Well, it's because it is, isn't it? I suppose if you were in France, you would say it like that, wouldn't you?
Bergere de
Or
France.
just because we're in England,
No, we're in English.
would we just say
I'm Irish,
Bergere
you
de
know.
France?
I would just say Bergere de France.
I suppose it's because I like that guttural. Well, that's a bit. Bergere de France.
We all know
de
your
France.
preferences now.
All the French
Anyway.
people out there are going to be.
They're sitting going, what is he saying?
So we've got lots to talk to you about today.
It's very exciting.
Indeed.
These
How are you?
lovely.
Well,
I'm good, yeah.
got over the end of Game of Thrones.
No,
Oh, no, 'cause you're-
don't tell me.
Okay.
I'm so
Yes.
far behind. I'm finally watching it because Jen, your fault entirely. I'm on to season 4 at the minute, so I'm miles behind.
Well, I know a lot of our followers, Vince and Aaron and Chip from Fibre Hustle. They are Game of Thrones fans.
Yeah,
So yeah, so they'll be like,
I've heard there's a lot of hubbub about the current season.
I don't know how you're. I don't know
tell
how
me.
you're going to get through, really, because it's going to come up on social
I know a lot of
media at
stuff
some
that's
point.
happened
Yeah.
anyway, but it doesn't make any sense to me because I'm not that far along. So I'm like, meh.
But so we're all Game of Thrones out. So life goes back to normal now. What are we going to watch on telly?
Well, you're excited about Love Island starting again.
He? Did
I
say
kid
that?
you not. I kid you not. He says, "Oh, well, I accidentally watched
I
it last
did
year."
accidentally watch it. Yes, and I did get really
You
sucked
loved
in.
it. Every time I was talking
It's
to you, you were like,
wrong.
"Oh my
It's
god!"
But we've been having this discussion, over the last couple of weeks about social media and well-being and mindfulness and
Yes.
and mental health
We
issues.
had a chat about it. Actually, you can have the link. Will be probably above Stuart's head or my head, one of the heads.
And the effects of it, and dealing with mental health issues, and raising awareness, and many of those issues, are prominent in the news. With the person from the Jeremy
They are
Kyle
real
show.
people.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
stopped now, hasn't it?
As
Jeremy Kyle.
a result, because they're investigating that because of the way he was treated or not. We don't know. It's being investigated, and then obviously
I don't actually
Love
know what
Island.
happened with that. but-
the contestants from previous.
Well, it's
Love Island.
interesting because I was reading the How to Test a Psychopath or something along those lines.
Oh, right.
And it's interesting to discover the types of people they pick for these shows,
Oh, really?
where they're already verging on
Oh, right.
not
Some
great
sort
mental
of-
health states
yeah.
in the first place. But they're like, it makes good TV, so they pick them.
Oh, yes, yeah. But it's...
Where are your ethics people?
I know, it's right. And of course, they then come out of the show and they're on social media, and then whether it's the fame, do they get the fame, don't they get the fame, how they're treated.
no coping mechanisms.
That's right. And so it's... So I don't know what's going to happen with those type of shows, because I
Yeah.
think the government have now said they want to, or
Rein them back in.
Ofcom want to investigate all reality TV shows.
I think that's a good thing because it's gone like stuff Big Brother was doing for years. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They were treating them like test subjects. It was very bizarre. I couldn't
But-
watch that. I watched the first series and then I just...
Well, it's right. There comes a point where when you're watching it and you're thinking, actually,
This is awful.
Yeah, should I be watching this? Should I be enjoying watching this? And you start questioning yourself.
Yeah.
So I don't know what will happen with that. So
But it's okay. I'm sure you'll find your kick for people in swimwear. He loves a bit of gossip. Not in a malicious way, I should point out.
what do you want to talk about first? Wool or fabric?
Shall we go fabric because it's so
Yeah.
vibrant and bright?
So
gonna
I
slide that this way.
only knew a little about Alison Glass.
Is it Alison Glass? I for a second I thought you were saying Alice and Glass.
Oh, right. No, Alison.
Alison.
As in knock knock. It's a joke. Knock
Who's
knock.
there?
Alison.
Alison who?
I listen to the radio every morning.
I think you had to say it's a joke, and I was like, I know, I'm just wondering where you're going with it.
The reps come round showing us fabric from different companies, and this company, Makawa, or in America it's Andover Fabrics, came round and showed Alison Glass. So I was familiar with the work of hers. Very, very bright colours across the spectrum.
Look at that, isn't it fabulous? You can't see the detail, but we'll do close-ups of some of the bits that we have.
And I sort of went, I don't know whether that will be popular here. That's the hardest part of the job. We've talked about this before, haven't we? You know, I choose the fabrics, choose the wool.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to pay for it. And is it going to sell? Is it not? Is it going to sit on the shelf and then you lose some of your money?
In this case, it clearly has, because this is the last of the bolt that he had.
So, but before I got to buying it, I then, through the wonders of YouTube and finding new followers, the wonderful Fibre Hustle boys of Aaron and Chip. Chip is a big patchworker, and he was doing, and I watched one of their podcasts, and he's got a side. I love it. He's got so the two. Aaron has his knitting and Chip has his sewing, and they talk about both in their episodes. But they decided to do a side hustle, they call it, because they're called Fibre Hustle. So they've done a side hustle. So Chip did his own sew along with Alison Glass.
Yes. So I thought you were talking with somebody else there for a second. Complete brain fart. Ignore me. Yes, I've seen this.
He was using Alison Glass, and from watching the fabric, what he was doing was like, and he was loving it.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, right, he's a patchworker, proper patchworker. So if he loves it, I think I should do
proper
it.
Proper patchworker.
Well, I'm just a part-timer one, really. So I thought, right, I'll go for it. I'll get it in, because they're seeing him use it with the trinkets sew along.
Yes.
I was like, wow. So I went and got Sun Prince 2019, which is her current range, and I got them all.
Yeah, it's almost like the sun shines out of them. They're so vibrant.
Yeah. And everyone is coming into the shop now going, oh my God, you have so much colour. Because I don't really go for colour.
No, it's magnificent.
I normally go for the greys, the mustard yellows, the muted colours, the pastels. Yeah. Been quite almost scared of colour.
I'm so glad you went for it, because they're fabulous.
Aren't they just? And this is just the pinks and the orange ranges, but there's we'll do some close-ups.
We'll do proper close-ups, because we have some here as well. This one's fab as well, with the minty kind of blue.
And we'll also do a link to
yes, link should be down below.
Sew along, so that you could see how it's done, because you might want to do that trinket sew along.
Yes,
but it's fabulous fabric.
Speaking of sew alongs, before we go any further, somebody has asked about the sew along. It is getting edited. Stuart is working on it.
I just don't think I ever realised the amount of work, because we obviously have to film me making it, but I've also got to make it first so it can be in the background of each episode.
Yeah.
So and then obviously you've got to edit it, and you know.
If it takes much longer, I'll take over. Don't worry, I'll get it out there. But just in case you're wondering, it is going to come soon.
But I also have doubted, do people want to make this apron? Because it is only an apron. It's like
Stuart, we are going to do it. We have said it. We are going to do it.
Okay.
I'll have a word. Don't worry.
But it was great either way. It was great fun to do. But we'll see. I'm sure some of them might want to sew along with us.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
It is really, ultimately.
Yeah.
And because some of the sew-alongs are quite serious, aren't they? So
yes.
This is
and we want something a bit easier. That's our aim.
Yeah.
So aiming for people.
So it will be there. So, but it's sort of just gone to the bottom of the queue because of me dyeing the lavender blue.
Yes. And if you didn't see that, it was in a previous video. Again, link will be somewhere on the screen.
You're going to do your magic, are you?
Yeah.
Is it above our heads now?
No, just the cards.
Oh right.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, people. I don't know where I found him.
I'm looking at the card now. There it is. I can see it.
I see. It's going to be above my head then.
Yeah.
It's somewhere up here.
Yeah. So yes. So anyway, back to Alison Glass. So I decided to get the whole range in. But the beauty of Makawa, because it's British, it's much cheaper.
Yes, they don't have
so this retails at £12 a metre, whereas many of the American brands, Moda is a little bit more expensive, but because Moda is so big, it's still coming in at £14, maybe £15 a metre. But some of the really independently posh or posher American fabrics like Michael Miller, Riley Blake, Florian Finch, RJR Fabrics, they're coming in at £16 a metre. And if there's metallic in them, might even be £18 a metre.
Wow.
And it's just, it's wonderful fabric, but it is, you've got to really like it to buy it.
Yeah.
So I think that's where actually this has been a really, because it's still good quality cotton.
Yeah.
It's not cheap sort of
fabulous.
polycotton.
I love the different styles of it. So you've got the little...
Yeah, it's got different
flowers.
ditzy prints. Flowers.
Oh, ditzy prints. Sorry, it just makes me think of ditzy people like Phoebe from Friends. You got the flowers, you have all the different outlines of shapes, which is fabulous, with
And then you've
strawberries
got-
and insects and turtles and eyes.
This has been the bestseller, the
Yeah,
print.
with the
one with the
type.
text.
Yeah.
But you then got... I think that's it. Is there another one? Yeah,
No.
there's... I can't remember that.
No, that's it.
I can't remember. Yeah. But,
Either way, those are
it
the
is-
3 current options anyway.
So yes, thank you, Chip, then, for showing me and introducing me more to Alison Glass, because we've now got her in the shop, and I think she keeps refreshing them every year. So
Oh, fabulous.
we'll get more and more.
They're perfect for summertime. And
Yeah, and great for dress wear as well.
Yeah.
You just imagine a...
Would you make a nice skirt out of that shirt? Or the boxy top that I keep talking about that I will make one day. But yeah, a nice t-shirt even, a nice light t-shirt.
Yeah.
Nice structured sort of t-shirt. Be nice.
Or a lampshade.
I don't think I'd wear a lampshade, to be fair. Might look a bit peculiar walking down the street. But yes. And this is the book.
Yes. Now, I am a big fan of Bergere de France.
What was it? Sorry.
Because, and I think I've said this before, because the brand new yarn, they will introduce the yarn with the pattern specific book with, what's this one got? So 11 patterns for the yarn.
That's really good, actually.
Because other companies, say like Rowan, Adriafil,
You say Adriafil a special way too. You're being very sensible and saying it. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'll start picking on you.
and they'll have loads of patterns for all their yarns.
Yes.
So it's then really difficult for us as a yarn shop because we don't stock all their yarns. So someone comes in and looks in the Rowan catalogue and goes, oh yeah, I'm going to buy the book. Can I have the yarn for that? It's like, oh no, we don't do the yarn for that one. I've
Yeah.
only got this yarn and this yarn. Because some companies will have over 30 yarns.
Yeah, and you're a small independent shop.
Yeah, so it's really difficult. So
Yeah.
they then end up, unless they're a really confident knitter, they end up not buying anything.
Yeah.
And they'll always, a customer will always come in. If they see a new yarn, what will
Yeah.
they say?
Oh, what can I make with that?
Yeah, exactly.
That's generally what I say anyway.
And I know they would say it because I would say that as well when I go into a shop. So you do have to have patterns for it. And Bergere are one of those companies that will have listened to that and will then put loads of different patterns using the same yarn. So there are young children patterns in there for girls and boys. There are ladies' jumpers. There are blokes' jumpers.
And there's a nice, we'll do some close-ups, but there's a nice V-neck kind of t-shirty top, which is quite nice because I was talking, actually, random discussion I was having with a friend on Instagram. She was like, how do we feel about sweaters and knits in the spring, summer? And I was like, well, if you live in the UK, they're a good thing to have because you'll be able to throw it on over the top of something, or a nice, like this is another example. You can see if it'll focus. This is definitely something you wear in spring, summer because it's actually quite a short sleeve top that's quite lightweight.
Yeah.
So it's not going to, you're not going to overheat.
But there will probably be at least 3 patterns in there where you now go, oh, actually, I might do that one. I like that one. And you'll buy the book. And the beauty is, the book is like a £5.
Oh yeah, and it's something you'll have.
Well,
as well.
one pattern, if you buy an individual pattern, they're £3.20.
There's another one that's quite fun. Sorry, I'm just randomly highlighting. We can chat away while I point out.
So I'm more likely to sell that because it's a £5 when a single pattern is £3.20. So you're getting good value for money.
Yeah.
And you're then probably going to sell the yarn as well. So from a shop point of view, it works a treat.
Yeah, massively so.
So I'm probably going to sell more as well. So big hats off to Bergere. And I just wish that's a crochet as well, that one.
Yeah.
And I just wish other companies would do that, because for the smaller yarn shop like me, they don't make it easy.
No, and that's the difference. It's actually understanding your customer and understanding how people like to knit or you know.
Yeah.
It's understanding your customer base.
I have one lady who comes in who always goes, "Have you got any new patterns? Have you got any new patterns?" Because it's the pattern that drives what yarn she then buys.
Yeah, because you're inspired, because I'm the same, because that's what got me doing this one. I was like, oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
Therefore, and then I was like, oh, I like the colour of that yarn. It knit up really nicely.
But that's Katia, and I love Katia for their yarns, but their pattern books is like, well, you're probably not going to do anything else. Or if you do find something else in that pattern book,
it'll be a different type of yarn.
Completely.
Yeah.
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 So we have...
But I'm the same. I just recently, I went into, we've mentioned it before, Jen was in, I went into This Works, and they had lots of pattern style books discounted, and I literally seen a few that I was like, oh, I like the look at the Kath Kidson ones.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
There are other pattern books available, but yeah, it was very much a case of talk about driven by the pattern. I looked and went, oh, I like a couple of those patterns in each of the books, therefore I'll get them all, as you do.
And this is a lovely lightweight cotton. So that's the...
And they've got a bit of metallicness to it.
Oh, God, yeah. And it's just subtle enough to make you go, yeah, I don't mind wearing that, because I won't be like a Belisha Beacon and stand out.
You like a what? I'm not entirely sure what
a Belisha Beacon.
What's a Belisha Beacon?
Well, it's the top bit of the Pelican Crossing.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was. I would just call it Pelican Crossing.
He's
going to Google it now. Yeah. It's just not in my language. I wouldn't have.
I don't even know how you spell
Belisha
it.
Beacon.
I'm sure it is.
There
it is. Belisha Beacon, an orange ball containing a flashing light mounted on a striped post on the pavement at each end of a zebra crossing.
Very articulate.
It's a great word, isn't it?
Yeah, Belisha Beacon.
So, and that's what I would... Normally, I don't...
It sounds like a location somewhere in the
it does,
Lake District.
Yeah.
I'll pop down to the Belisha Beacons for a weekend. It was glorious. I did lots of walking.
Yes.
Sorry, carry on.
So the sparkle is very, very subtle.
Yes.
To the point where you actually wouldn't really notice it. But
it's interestingly done, though.
Oh, it's very subtly done.
So you have kind of complementary colours. So this would almost have an olivey greeny and the bronze in there.
Yeah, darker bronze to go with
green.
Well, I think that's going with the pale blue and the chocolate brown. Yeah, that's playing on that palette. And then the green and then the olive again. So that's those three. And then you have these three, which I think are incredibly fresh.
Incredibly fresh.
The reds, the oranges. So what's that one? Mandarin, poudre. Would you say it like that?
Didn't say anything.
And mauve. Mauve.
It's mauve, is it not?
Mauvais. See, that's when you learn another language. You see, like I'm with my Italian. You
say mauve when I say mauve.
Mauve.
Mauve. M-A-U-V-E. Mauve.
That's how you would say it from your...
Being Northern Irish.
Because of the way you pronounce...
M-A-U-V-E. Mauve.
When you see an A and a U together.
Yeah, because M-A-U-D is maud.
Yeah, see, that's where I find language fascinating.
But it's the same as scone and scone. I would say scone. You would probably say scone. Are you a scone or a scone?
A scone, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a scone.
He's a scone and I'm a scone.
But this is why I like learning Italian, because with Italian, the vowel sounds never change, ever.
Ah.
No. So when you're learning it...
But surely with various accents and things, like, because Anya, for example, there's a fad over the A,
yes,
and that rounds it out. Makes it Anya rather than...
Yeah, well, they'll still have those rules probably as well in the time. But the vowel, when you see the vowel, it doesn't change. Whereas us, it does. When you've got I read a book,
cone, yeah.
EA, read, but
or read. You read the book.
Where's the logic in that?
That you were once reading.
So when you're learning English. And you've been taught that E and A is a eed, and then you've got EE.
Yeah, I was going to say you've got read.
But that
read,
makes
read.
sense. But it's the E and the A, read to read.
But then you've got read, which is just RED.
Yeah. So why does that? But why do those vowels they'll be arguing? Why do those vowel sounds change? Why does bow become bow of a ship on a bow on the bow on my hair. Why? So,
I want to see you with bows in your hair.
So that's why learning English must be really hard. Whereas learning Italian,
known for one of the longest.
when you see that vowel, it'll never change unless it's got an accent over it.
Yeah, it is supposed to be one of the hardest languages to learn because everything is so context driven. So it's within the context of the sentence.
Yes, and you'll know when it says I read a book last week. You'll know.
I read a book last week
because your brain reads the end of the sentence almost before.
Exactly.
So you naturally change the vowel sound.
Yeah.
We're clever like that. I don't know. That's fascinating.
I wouldn't go that far. But,
fascinating.
But yes, mauve.
So mauve. So this is it's cotton. It is 90, if I remember rightly, 98 or 97.
It said on there.
Right over where I put the price label.
71%
cotton. Oh yeah, I was thinking of the Bonton, wasn't I, last week? 71% cotton, 24% polyester, and 5% metallic polyester.
Very fancy.
So lovely, lovely lightweight cotton. If you want a top for summer.
Yes, not lovely, but lovely. It's fabulous.
We don't generally, I've been here now, this is coming up to the end of my 3rd year. There isn't a big cotton audience here, certainly in this part, or even, I don't know what the rest of Britain is like, because we don't have the weather.
No.
Cotton is huge in the Mediterranean. Spain, Italy.
Yeah, but
they'll change the whole, almost the yarn shop where all the cottons come in.
Wow.
Because of the heat, people want cotton.
Speaking of cotton, how is your cotton top coming along? Your stripy.
I just haven't done it. Oh, well, I've been dyeing the lavender and blue, so I've been doing that in the evenings, and then I've been watching Game of Thrones, and then I've been watching podcasts and things, so I haven't done any knitting at all.
Well, you're still working on knitting on your other jumper as well.
Well, yeah, but then I stopped because I got my wrong row, so I had to pull that out, didn't I? But, I come to it whenever I want to.
Yeah, and we talked about this in the last one. It's like, you don't put pressure on stuff like this because it's supposed to be enjoyable.
Indeed, yeah. And, this whole job for me is just wonderful. So I dip in where I want to now, So I'm doing the lavender and blue. Then I'll come back to the Montrealer and I'll do a bit. But, I'll try and get that finished.
Before the summer's entirely over.
Yes, yeah.
Are you going on holidays at all this year?
No, I'm not going away. Are you?
Oh, no. Well,
no holiday.
I'm going to Cork in June.
Oh, right, lovely.
Yeah, nice week in Cork.
Yeah.
Gonna learn how to surf again. Oh. I learned in Bali, and then I haven't surfed since.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Simon,
you'll soon get back into it, won't you?
My other half's a natural. Literally, he's natural. He surfed his board in when we were in Bali and just walked onto the beach. And I was like, well, that's just slick. He's picked it up so very well.
Yeah, I've never really I've never been a lover of the sea. I mean, I'll swim, but it's just
yeah, I'm a water baby.
But then I think it would be different if I was in Italy and you had that lovely blue sea every day.
You just like to see people in their swim tops. We've talked about this. No, don't forget
it's a lovely view,
you're turning the same colour as it.
Well, you wouldn't when you're sat on the beach there,
I enjoy watching
weather,
the
sea.
I used to live when I lived in Brighton. It was just fabulous. You're having a bad day, you picked up a coffee and you went and sat on the beach and just watched the sunset. It's fabulous.
Yes, it's when good. We would go on holiday as a teacher. We'd always go to the Lake District, and the first thing I would say is let's go on Windermere and go on the boat.
Yeah,
you get on the boat. And you're in the middle of Windermere, and you just have that scenery around you, and that noise of the water just rippling past on the boat. Yeah, and that would be my 45 minutes of
just decompressing. Yeah. We see. I grew up around lakes, so I think I am. I'm a water baby.
Love that view and the mountains. Walking up a mountain, getting away from everything, and I think that's the coast. We're so lucky here. We are so lucky in the UK because we have a coast within an hour, pretty much in any direction.
Yeah. Pretty much.
We can get to it, and we've got such wonderful scenery. You can't beat going to the coast. I don't know whether it's a myth that when they say the sea air helps you sleep at night.
It's supposed to, it tires you out, but also psychology-wise, which one of those words. Yeah. It's good for your mental health because, so if you live in a town, your focus point is almost directly in front of you, whereas the the house across the way, or it's the end of the garden,
yes.
or
so it's close.
Yes, you go to the sea. Your focus point is miles off.
away. Oh,
so it's very good for your head mentally.
Yeah.
That's a wee random thing I picked up from my sister.
Is that yes? I can understand that, the openness. That's why I'm in the country, so my view out of the back garden is just farmers' fields, and that's just
maybe that's why
lovely.
you're so chill.
You think?
Yeah,
I do love it there. Yeah.
I want to get back.
Country boy.
that uses vase and scones and country my foot. I'm more bumpkin than you are.
Oh, yeah. So I'm not going on holiday. Partly because my car service and MOT cost me an arm and a leg. So
we just had our MOT today.
So not going, and also it's just don't really need a holiday really because I've got
you had
ladies
a fabulous
here.
holiday last year.
I did, and maybe next year.
You see, we're the same. We'll probably alternate.
Yeah. Are you going on holiday, anyone?
Yes, let us know down below.
Yes.
We'll not be jealous at all.
And are you doing any cotton projects then? Do any of you stop knitting wool at this time of year and go to cotton? It will be interesting to see what you lot say, because I don't think next year. I've literally got this cotton and the Bonton from Adrifil. That's all I've got. So I'm really cutting down. I made the mistake in my first year getting lots of cotton.
Yeah.
Because the knitting companies go autumn, winter, and spring, summer. Come on, you need to get loads of cotton. So you think you have to do it, and then you realise, not selling
worth it. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what you lot say.
Most definitely.
Because I don't think I might then even next year just go down to one cotton. It's difficult because customers come into the shop. I have so many regulars, and they do really need to see new things every 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you keep yarn coming in and out so quickly?
Especially, because you... yeah.
Yeah, tough one. Answer some postcard, please.
Yeah.
How are you getting on with that? You've been doing
good.
that
Sorry,
for some time now, haven't you?
I have to get to
you, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like almost my 2 inches, and I'm kind of back near the start again.
This is the last bit.
Yes. And then I have to block... Once I sew up my ends, I'm going to block it. I've never blocked anything before. I don't know.
We'll have to have a podcast. Rewind. We'll have to have a vlog episode where we have our finished... We could do like a little fashion show with you in that and me in my Montreola. Should we do that?
Yeah.
Or wearing it and then have some fashion show shots.
Either or. Get some pictures on the old Instagram.
Yes. How exciting.
Yes, if you don't follow on the Instagram, recommend it. You never know what he's going to post, to be fair. It's interesting.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think? Is that how it comes across?
It tickles me.
Does it?
Yeah, like he's got friends in. Picture.
Oh, yes.
And whatever you get up to, there's various things where it's like I missed out on the bookmaking and I gave up. It kicked up a stink, and then there was another bookmaking.
I'm always conscious about what people are seeing. I don't want to be seen as I'm just flogging the business, sell all the time.
No, it's just more like you're hanging out with friends and look at this exciting thing.
Oh. Like we are now, hanging out with you lot.
On that note.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks a million for watching.
Yeah, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yep.